Today, I thought I'd make a short video about why do people go straight into four-year universities instead of community college. And there's this quora page, a few of them on here about why they're just asking why do people do that. And I'm also one of those people that ask why. I think it's partly a lot to do with just misinformation. You know, for me growing up, my parents didn't know that, getting into a community college and then transferring over to a good four-year university was on the table. They just assumed that you would go straight after high school. But nowadays, there is still that misconception, and it's especially true for first-time college goers. They don't have that background knowledge, and unfortunately, I feel like guidance counselors aren't aware of this, possibly, especially in schools that have these type of possible students that they just don't know what are the possible outlets. And so I just wanted to compile a short list, this anecdotal of relatives and friends that I know went to junior college. Most personally is my wife, who went to junior college. She transferred into a four-year uh, university, graduated, and got a great job in insurance. I believe my brother-in-law also transferred from a community college into a four-year university and has a great job in accounting. And I also knew a friend of mine. I went to UCLA for 4 years. I went the direct route. Had I known I could go to community college and transfer, I would have definitely gone that way. I think if you can get guaranteed free room, board, and tuition for a four-year university, do it. But in my case, I didn't have that. I had to pay out of pocket and take student loans. In hindsight, I would have preferred saving my parents and myself money those first 2 years, because it might cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a year for room and board, and probably $10,000 a year just for board and room and board and food. And then you have to add tuition, which is another $5,000 to $10,000. Why spend that money for the first 2 years when, again, my third example here is my friend went to community college and she ended up transferring into UCLA, and we ended up attending UCLA together. It's just she did it year 3 and year 4, and she saved herself a ton of money. I have cousins who went straight to community college after high school and then transferred into a four-year university. Those three cousins eventually became pharmacists. I have my own brother who went to community college and transferred to a four-year university, and he's now an optometrist. Again, those first 2 years, they don't. You're taking general ed classes. They're in no way different going to a community college versus going to a four-year university. And in fact, you might even be getting more, specialized attention, because in a general ed course, you might be taking a lecture hall class with 200 or 300 students, whereas in a community college, you might be just taking a class with 20 or 30 students, and you can actually even talk to the professor, versus a lecture hall setting, you have to talk to a teacher's assistant. So there's just an example of the difference. You don't know until you actually go to college and you talk to people, and you try community college and you go, wow, there's a not a difference, or there is a big difference, because you're not really getting much added value. So again, transferring from a college into a four-year university works in my limited opinion, and I wanted to just compile this short list. There's many more people that I know that have transferred for community college and that are way more successful than me. And I went straight into UCLA right after high school. And so I just wanted to mention that. I feel like there is this myth or stigma that community college isn't that great, but if you're willing to hunker down, you could have the same experience as a 4 year university, and on top of that, if you couldn't get a scholarship or grants for free education, you can end up saving a lot of money along the way. And I know I don't want anyone to be in a financial disposition just trying to get their college degree, especially if this is your first college degree. If you knew you could save $20,000 to $50,000, why wouldn't you do that? So that's just me. Want to make this short video, and hopefully it helps some people out there.